I'm Josh, this is the Make Place. I'm going to introduce myself, it's the first time on camera. I don't know where to look. I'm going to make a really quick video today and make a little binder tag for your Pokemon or One Piece collection, your TCG. We're going to turn this trash into this treasure. Thanks for coming to my channel. This is me, this is my channel. Please subscribe, hit the like. Let's get making. I've got a few binders of TCG collections and no way to see what's in each one without opening it up. So I need to make some binder tags. And I've got all these packets just sitting around. And I love these packets because look at the artwork. Everybody collects the cards, but I like the packets. Really shiny foil that you can recycle. Cool artwork on there. And yeah, if you're looking to recycle or up-make things, you can use the logos and the artwork, cut it up and make things. So that's what we're going to do today, really quickly. So not to waste time, you know, usually when you've got a Pokemon set, you've got a few different collections, and yeah, they keep releasing these new sets, and if you're lucky enough to get them, you need to identify which set is in which binder. So a good way to do that is to just keep one of your packets. You know, maybe don't rip it open so eagerly. This one's been torn open pretty eagerly. I don't think there was any hits, but that's okay. We're going to turn this into a hit today. So I need a binder tag for my Chaos Rising, so we'll put that aside. I need my Perfect Order binder tag, so let's make a couple. The other thing you can do is snip the top and make a bit of a Pokemon logo or keyring. Keep the trading card game in, or remove it. Sorry, there's a big bunch of machinery in the background too. One of the neighbors is obviously making something themselves. If you're into One Piece, same thing. You know, you could cut this whole square out of the heroines. And yeah, make a bit of a square bag tag there. So let's just trim that up into a square for now. We can get rid of some of the branding across the top if you like. But yeah, trim it down to the design that you're after. You could spend some time cutting each figure out, collage it all together, make it epic, whatever you do, you spend the time. But I'm just trying to do a really quick how-to video. My channel's not here to make polished items. I'm not trying to make things that look perfect or even good half the time, but I'm just trying to smash out ideas. Something like this, you know, nobody showed me this. I didn't watch a tutorial, but I was just trying not to waste this. Yeah, upcycle it into something. You can see there's such a cool sheen, you know, the quality of this printing is good. So if you can turn it into something, you're just saving yourself a step in the make process. And that foil, it's really nice to use in different art projects. So yeah, anyway, look at things that you're throwing away and see if you can find some treasure in them. Some of the packs are just too damaged and maybe you can't save it. Maybe your kids are just too excited for Pokemon. Aren't we all? And yeah, I really like Pokemon, so do our kids, because of the artwork. You know, they're employing artists, and that's a massive industry that's really employing a lot of us makers. So I'm a big fan of helping support that. So look, there's a couple to get us started. I just wanted to show you this technique that I have been using to make my little binder tags. It didn't take us long. We've got our designs cut out. Where am I looking? Do I look here? Didn't take us long. We've got a couple of our designs cut out. What you want to look at is you're going to have a front and a back to your binder tag. So you could do a couple of things here, and let's just trim this down. Get rid of this back section for now, and you'll see what I mean. I can start to show you anyway. All right, you can see here. All right, what we're going to do now, we've cut this out, is coat it in resin. If we just coat it like this, the back is going to just be shiny, which is an option. Or you could cut out two of these Chaos Rising logos and flip them back to back. I don't have two here with me today. So the other thing I could do is cut out this Pokemon and stick this to the back of the Chaos Rising. So one side you'll see the Chaos Rising, second side you'll see that it's a Pokemon binder. Cut them out the same shape, so you know, have a front and a back layer, and then we can stick them back to back. I might place them in a card sleeve, stick some UV resin on it, drill it, Stick in a little keychain and we're done. You can go, you can leave me, go and make your own things. So I'll get onto that really quick. Let's do it. So you want to just cut out the Pokemon logo the same size. So pop your Chaos Rising that you've just cut out, pop it over top of your logo and just cut around it to the same dimensions. Okay, so hopefully you see what I'm talking about there. We've got two the same shape, and now we can stick this on this side and this on this side. Hi, we're getting there. We've got our two shapes. We're going to now put them in a card sleeve. If you don't know what that is, that's what people use to protect their hits in this trading card game. But you can use them for other things. They're a cool way to just protect your artwork. If you've got things that you want to protect, you can put them in here. But we're going to just cut the bottom off to the same kind of size. This will help us keep things where we need them. Can you see any of that? So we're going to slip one of these in our little card sleeve that we've just trimmed down. And then we can back this one, put this one back to back, like so. Okay, here we go, really quick make. We cut down a couple of packets and backed to back a couple of logos. Then we've put them in this little card sleeve and we're just gonna coat them with some UV resin, drill them and put in a little keychain. That's our make for today. Pretty quick. I just wanted to get myself on camera and try to make something with some recycled materials to kind of give you a direction with this channel. We're not really going to try to make things perfect. We're going to invent things, make things up. I kind of came up with this. I tried a few different techniques for, where's my stash? Yeah, different ways to do these binder tags and they didn't really work. I'm just quickly doing a one-piece tag as well, just to show you at the end how they both look. Two different designs, two different binders. Two quick makes, two very quick makes. So yeah, popping those into the card sleeve again, I'll just cut around that. So I'm going to pop some resin on both of our tags we've made, so we can then drill them and just finish this video up pretty quickly. But yeah, recycling things into something that we can use again. So it's good. Turn rubbish into things. So we're just going to add a coat of UV resin. Get yourself a brush or a stick or something just to smooth out the surface. Once you pour this on, you can end up with little bubbles or uneven finish. So you just kind of need to smooth it over to give yourself a nice finish. You're always better off doing a light layer and then coming back over it with another layer if you want a really thick resin coat. So try to do light layers and build them up over time rather than pouring a lot on at once. I've found that works best for me. And yeah, it's pretty cheap to get this UV resin. I got these from AliExpress, and yeah, these little 100ml bottles are really easy to work with. You can get it in, you know, all kinds of sizes, I think up to a litre, maybe more. Maybe you can buy a truckload of this stuff if you find you have a big enough TCG collection, but I don't. I just need a couple of tags today, but that's enough to give us our first coat. So I'm just going to smooth that over with a trusty stick. The first layer's hardened. I've set it out there for, I don't know, 10-20 minutes. It's hard enough now that I can put the second layer down. So just give it a light coat with resin to start with. You can come back over it with another light coat. Just push it all the way to the edges. Use a brush or another tool and just smooth it over. You just want to try and get yourself a nice smooth finish. Sometimes you need to pick up your work and just see it in a different light just to see if it's fully yeah, if you've fully covered all the surface area, because sometimes there's just little areas that it didn't quite cover. So just tilt your work around and you can see the light hit it. And pop that under your UV lamp or out in the sun for half an hour. We'll drill a hole and we'll stick a little binder keychain in it, and it's good to hang on your collection. So yeah, cool. Fun little make, really quick. Not too much to it today, but that's a way that you can upcycle your packets into something usable or possibly sellable or tradable. Who knows, you know? So now we just need to drill a hole and then stick a keychain through. The only thing you need to think about is, do you want it to dangle from the corner, from the middle, somewhere weird? So just place your hole. If you want it to be in the center, try to measure in for a balance point, you know, in the middle. I don't really care. This has been a very quick make, just trying to show you what I'm doing here on this channel, and it doesn't always need to be a really heavy build, I guess. I'll just drill this and then I'll pop a keychain in. So here we go. I'm just going to keychain them up and we're going to finish this video up today. A really quick, simple way just to recycle your packets into, yeah, a few more keychains. So I guess a bottle of your UV resin, I don't know, it was quite cheap actually. It was under $20 Australian, and that's going to make you, I think it was more like $10 Australian, and that'll make you quite a few tags. So, you know, you could go and buy some tags or upcycle your packs and have something a little more unique, I guess. You could add glitter to the resin, get some glow-in-the-dark stuff. You know, you could finish these off around the edges. I've got an idea which I think might look really nice around the edges, and I'll do that in a follow-up video if it works out how I think it will. But yeah, here's an idea. You might like it, you might hate it. Give it a like, give it a hate. Leave me a comment if you tried to make this. Did it work out? Are you gonna have another go? Hope my video helped anyway. I'll pop some chains on them and I'll finish this video up. Thanks so much for watching and supporting any makers and my channel. Thank you. Okay, to finish this up, we're just going to pop a little key tag on there. I got these from AliExpress as well. A bunch of different colors, all kinds of things. You can mix it up, make a rainbow, whatever, you do you. But this is the final touch. You could also just make a bit of a keychain. Some binders, I guess, come with them already on board. So yeah, just work that through. And there you go. Bit of a binder clip anyway that we've come up with today, just from recycling some packs. So there's our one piece one, Heroines edition. And yeah, we'll just add the purple one onto the Chaos Rising, I think. Hey, thanks so much for watching my video today. It's been a bit of a rough, fast make, but we got there in the end, didn't we? So we've got Chaos Rising Pokemon keychain there, bag tag, binder, and here we've got the Heroines edition. But the cool thing is that we upcycled stuff. You know, it's really important. I think the world has a lot of trash. So if you can turn trash into treasure, which we've done today, maybe you see it as treasure, I do. It's a good thing. So thanks so much for being a maker. Thanks for watching my channel. I'll see you next time for another video. This is Josh on The Make Place. Bye.